Alan Kaiser on the fishbowl. Welcome.
Good to be in the fishbowl.
Thank you for taking
the big fish. Thank you.
Thank you for taking the time to swim in the bowl with me.
Well, thank you for trusting me with this microphone. Forgive me, everybody. It's been a long week. I think my voice is shot. I may not be able to form a sentence today by the end of the day. But anyway, here we are. What's going on, man?
Here we are at Living Dead Weekend 2024. This is your first time in Pittsburgh, PA.
Yep.
We talked about yesterday what it was like to come out of the tunnels and to see the city.
Oh, that was fantastic. And I've never been to Pittsburgh. And one of the caveat to doing these conventions is going places that I otherwise would probably not, visit.
Right.
And yeah, coming from the airport, and the driver said, he said, when we come out of this tunnel, be ready. Beautiful, just beautiful. Just the iron train bridge with the coal train going, or whatever train going across that, and the view and the rivers. We could see the convergence, of the rivers and the stadiums. There was a ball game last night, going on, and got to see that. Kind of, the stadium lit up, and could see the big screen and everything. Yeah, it was cool. It's good to be here, and it's just been a really very, very pleasant experience. Everyone has been very welcoming and accommodating and supportive, and it's beautiful.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
that's what we like to hear about Pittsburghese.
Yeah, the Pittsburghies. You're all great. Thank you.
Awesome. Go Steelers. Go Pirates. Go Penguins.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Win in Rome. Win in Pittsburgh. Root for the
Right.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about Night of the Creeps and Mama's Family.
Okay.
What was it like working on Night of the Creeps? Obviously, it's become like an instant cult classic.
Yeah.
And I was also interested to hear your thoughts on Slither, which James Gunn did in the 2000s, which was basically a Night of the Creeps remake.
Never seen it.
Oh, okay.
Never seen it.
Okay.
They didn't invite me to be in it. Well, I don't know how they bring me back. I've never seen it, which is funny. I've heard of it.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never seen it. Getting back to working on Night of the Creeps, we all went through like our favorite memories and so forth of working on Night of the Creeps. Mine was just the work.
Yeah.
Working with great actors, a brilliant director. He wrote the script. It's a good product.
Right.
It was a fantastic idea, shot well, edited, and everything. And then, of course, all these years later, it spawned these friendships with these guys. I didn't know Jason and Steve after that movie ended. I didn't see them for years after the movie wrapped. We didn't really hang out,
Right.
And I think that was by design, just because of the way the script was.
Yeah.
But we're just great friends now, and that's the result of some hard work 40 years ago that we did, and like I said, a fantastic product that we all share in.
Right.
And then, you mentioned Mama's Family. Like, I think I booked Mama's Family maybe 6 or 8 months after I wrapped Night of the Creeps. And the thing about Night of the Creeps was it gave me momentum. I was 21 years old when I did. I was brand new. Been in Hollywood for a couple of years. Worked very hard, very, very hard at auditioning. And by the time I booked Mama's Family, I had probably been on hundreds. I think 600 auditions.
Yeah.
To try and get paid. But when Fred and I had such a great, camaraderie, instant chemistry together, with the director and me, and then we did the movie, and I felt like I did a great job. I really did. I mean, I'm an artist. Artists, we know when we suck. We don't want to admit it. But we also know, we can feel when we did great, when we did good work. Whether you're a musician or an actor or painter or whatever art, you know when you've done good work. And I was so proud of the movie, at the screening and what I had done, I was wow, and it really gave me a lot of momentum at that time. And then I booked a TV series and worked that for 4 years. You know, I mean, how many people could say that? You know, so
Right.
yeah, so that's kind of that period of time in that year when all those things kind of came together. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. And we were also talking yesterday. You're a big music fan.
Yeah. Music is just.
Who are some of your favorite bands?
Well, my very favorite is the vintage Van Halen, David Lee Roth years.
Right.
Those albums. Blackfoot is one of my favorite bands of all time. I saw them in I don't even know what year, 82 or 83 or something. Tesla is one of my favorite bands. Godsmack, you know, got to get your Godsmack on.
Yeah.
Metallica, I love their music, but more so, I love that they're still out there doing it.
Yes.
And
Definitely.
a friend of ours is in Helsinki, and Metallica's playing, you know, last night, and they're going to play tonight or whatever it was, Friday and Sunday night or something. And, you know, the tickets are, you know, it's Metallica. It's not a cheap seat in the house.
Right.
But the thing about them is they'll probably leave $100,000 in Helsinki to a charity.
Right.
That's what they, you know, they're like Prince or one of those just, they're going to live forever, and they're going to donate and help people. And, you know, that's what I really, I think is great about them. So, anyway.
Current Fishbowl listeners and future Fishbowl listeners, I'm supposed to get Anthrax on the show.
Oh, wow. Yeah? Awesome. That'll be fantastic.
Yes.
I don't say I knew them. I was acquainted with a couple of guys from Anthrax way back. Nice people. Wonderful dudes. You know, but this is 30 years ago, 35, 40, you know, but they're still out there doing it. Yeah, so good. Yeah, that'll be a fun interview. That'll be great.
Yeah, I met Frank Bello and Scott Ian at one of the last couple Steel City cons they had here, and awesome guys.
Yeah.
Awesome guys.
Very cool.
Very excited to get them on the show, but don't want to delve too much into that because we have Alan Kaiser on the show.
Yeah, here I am.
Awesome.
Well, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
My
for
pleasure.
Taking the time to swim in the bowl.
Absolutely. I want to thank, you know, Pittsburgh and everybody that put on this show. Thank you for having me. People thank me for being here. I'm like, no. It's a privilege. It makes me feel relevant. My 30, 40-year-old acting, whatever, you know, and people appreciate that. I thank you all for that. You know, that makes me feel relevant and very fulfilled. So, thanks, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. All right.